Carolina Panthers safety Nick Scott was part of a defensive unit that held the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field out of the end zone for 57 minutes plus, and long enough for the Panthers to win on a last-second field goal, 16-13 over the Green Bay Packers. First of all, Nick, congratulations on the win. Ryan Fitzgerald hits that 49-yard field goal. What are your reactions, and how fast did you run out onto the field after the ball went up the uprights?
Yeah, first off, I mean, glory to God. I had no doubt that Ryan was going to make that field goal, man. He's got so much confidence. His team was behind him all the way. And, the confidence we have in our offense and special teams, we knew if we were able to get a stop late or even just keep them off the field as well as we did, we would have an opportunity to win this game. So that's exactly what happened. And to answer your question, man, I don't even know. It was like a blur. As soon as the ball went through, it's like I blinked and I was out there trying to pick him up. So it was a great way to end that game.
Did you end up getting to him and actually picking him up, or were you beaten to him?
I was definitely beaten to him. I think Sam might have already had him up in the air by the time I got on the field. But, we know how hard everybody in this room works. So when somebody has an opportunity like that to win a game, and when we all end up with a win, we're just so grateful for one another and want to show a lot of love.
There are going to be a lot of people who may not have watched the game but see the ticker on the bottom and see Panthers 16, Packers 13, and be absolutely surprised by that result.
Yeah.
What would you say to those people?
Man, expect the unexpected. Any given Sunday, believe in us, anything you want. I mean, we're a good team. We're a good football team. We have a lot of confidence. Offense, defense, special teams, we all complement each other. And we're not surprised. When we come out and win like this, we're not surprised. So obviously, the glaring thing is just consistency at this point, right? Just putting the same thing on tape week in and week out and getting a little bit better. And I think we'll like where we're at. So, we're obviously going to hopefully take this momentum and make the best out of it.
Another dominant rushing performance by this team, over 160 yards as a team. Rico Dowdle, 130 yards on the ground. He has been one of the best running backs in the league this season. When he's going and when that running game is going, how does it make you guys feel on the sidelines as a defense?
Oh, man, we love it. I mean, we pride ourselves on being extremely physical, and I think the offense, can feel the same. I mean, the way the O-line gets off the ball, Rico's patience and his ability to break tackles is just it's so impressive. And, we're just glad that we don't have to go against Rico every week because he does a hell of a job. And obviously, when they can keep moving the ball like that and taking time off the clock, that's one of the reasons why this game was a little on the low scoring end. We played great defense. They ran the ball well, so this is a result.
Last week was not the way you guys would have wanted the game to go in Buffalo, being able to stretch that game out pretty early. But what about that game, especially going up against Josh Allen, who can keep plays alive and really stress the secondary because of that? How much of that actually helped you guys here today against another quarterback who can extend plays and really stress the defense? And you guys did such a great job in the defensive secondary, keeping to your guys and not committing penalties as well. How important was even last week's game against Buffalo, despite the result you guys didn't want for a game like this today?
Yeah, sure. I mean, every game we have that's before the next one is extremely important. We take a look at all the mistakes that we make and try to make corrections. Last week, obviously, the perimeter was somewhere we were getting hit pretty hard. We did a whole lot better shutting down the perimeter game this game. And then to your point, strong arm that 10 has, man, we were just trying to play top down as much as possible. They made their play in the first quarter, I think it was. But after that, we really hunkered down and made sure that we kept the ball in front of us. We're rallying and tackle. And, that team's extremely talented. A game like this, the offense is going to make plays. The defense is going to get stops. And we just try to make sure that we either get the last one or have more of them.
You mentioned the great team that you played and beat here on the road, the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. No doubt many will say that the Packers are Super Bowl contenders at this point in the season. Given that you have just beaten them in Lambeau, have an over 500 record, and are pretty much in the playoff position right now, are you guys a Super Bowl contender?
I believe so, man. I mean, I just think we got to take it one game at a time, man. And I have a lot of belief in this team. Obviously, our goals are playoffs, but first and foremost, our goal is just getting better each week. And we're confident if we keep stacking and keep improving, we'll like where we're at come January and February.
You have Trayvon Merrick's locker next to you. He had the interception.
Yeah.
Mike Jackson next to Trayvon, who should have had an interception. I think that was a couple of times in the past 3 weeks Mike has had an interception and didn't reel it in. On how much grief are you going to give Mike
Mike,
now?
Man, no grief whatsoever. He knows, man. Mike's been in this league a long time. He has picks in this league. He's made plays. So, nobody wants that pick more than Mike. But the great thing is, as we can see, Mike is always in the right position. He's going to keep giving his self opportunities with his play and his coverage. So I have no doubt in the future he's going to come down with those and hopefully go 105 yards next time.
Yes. You know exactly the distance he would have gone if he had made that catch in the end zone, that fourth down play. Going into last week, there was a lot of anticipation playing the Buffalo Bills on a 3-game winning streak. Now there's going to be a whole lot of either expectations and excitement going back to Bank of America after beating the Green Bay Packers. How much fun and how excited are you, not just to play a game every week, I know you're excited for that, but going back home knowing you are going to be welcomed by a very passionate crowd who really believes in this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's always exciting playing at home, and we see it as a huge advantage just because of how much our crowd gets into it and things like that. So, the goal is still the same, go 1-0 each week. We're going to sit down and we won this game. We played great on defense, but there's a whole lot of things that I can improve on my defensive play, and I'm going to try to improve like that. And I know everybody else is going to have the same mindset. We just got to get better each week, every week, and improve, take the right steps forward.
Nick Scott definitely doesn't look and sound like the guy who would give people grief at all. Well-grounded young person, but if he does give grief to Mike Jackson, we would understand. Nick Scott, thank you so very much for the time. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck and success this season and going forward in your career, and we will see you in Charlotte against New Orleans next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
No, thank you very much.